Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be working with the Peach Sorbet bag mystery box. So we're going to be working with the Peach Sorbet, and we're going to be making a necklace with a matching bracelet. I'm not sure yet if I want to make some earrings with the lampwork blossom beads that came with. We shall see. I'm not sure yet. But so for this, we're going to need 20 gauge wiring, okay? And if you want, you can use 28, but that's up to you. I mean 18, that's up to you, but I think 20 gauge is perfect. It's just the right sturdiness for making this necklace, okay? And you're gonna want to get some pliers, all right? You're going to want to get something to cut your wiring straightener, but you don't need that. You can use your fingers. And something to loop your wiring with, okay? So I decided to work with this box. And I've been, like I said before, I've been working with a whole bunch of other boxes. The Desert Sands box, the one before that. I'm moving all around boxes. As I work with one idea, I get another idea. So I'm just moving around boxes, and as I go, we'll go together, okay? So I had got done working with the Desert Sands box, and I don't know why, but my eyes came across this box again, and I was like, you know what? I want to create something with it, and I've been wanting to create something with it for a while because I absolutely love the peach quartz beads that came with this box. I think they're beautiful, as well as the strawberry quartz chip beads that came with this box. It's beautiful. So I'm like, you know what? I've been holding off on a while, so let me just go ahead and do something since I've been making a couple men's items. Let's switch it up in a minute and do something for the women's. All right, so out of the box, we're going to be using the freshwater shell beads, the one that has the connectors, the pendant, of course, the strawberry quartz pendant. I'm not sure yet about the lampwork beads, so I'll keep that there. This I'll show you later, but I've got this. I end up getting this from either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I want to say Michael's, but it's a long strand of these little findings. You get a whole bunch of them, but the reason why I end up getting this is because when I make the matching bracelet, I'm going to be using the small freshwater beads that came with here, and I want it to match the big ones, so I'm going to need like some findings to make it work together, okay? Because these beads are smaller than this one. All right, so put that there. We're going to be using this one for the bracelets, as well as we're going to be using the bicones, the peach bicones. And then I got this from Joann Fabrics. Okay, they're just links. And then out of another box, I'm going to be using the scalloped bead caps. And I forgot the name of the box it came from, but it's this box, if you guys can see. Hold on. I'll just take a little pendant out, and then you know exactly what box I'm talking about. This is the only one that had that different pendant to it. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. It's going to go on my beaded purse. But that box has this pendant to it. So I just used the findings that came from that box. I found it way more easier. And plus, it's keeping up with the idea that I have in my head, which is the beads, when I looked at them, remind me of a flower petal. The softness of a flower petal, the look of a flower petal. So I was like, oh, so cute. So then, yeah, that's why I decided to do this box, okay? Or this set. All right, so basically, I've got this side done for us already, okay? So this side is done. And I might switch it up. I'm not sure yet, because when it comes to the pendant, I didn't want the pendant to just hang on string, right? And I'm using wire work, so I was like, how am I gonna make the pendant go together with the necklace? So I decided to use the little spacer bead things that are connectors that I got from Joann Fabrics. And then I was like, all right, how else do I make it come together with the necklace? So I decided that if we add this right here, let the pendant hang from that to here, and then each side would connect from here, okay? And so this is the one side I've got done already. Okay, that's what the one side looks like. And we are going to do half of this side. We'll go off camera so you can complete everything else. Now, there's not much of the freshwater shell beads that come with the connectors already to it that came with them. I think it was two for 6 only, so I only had one left, and I can't incorporate it back into here because it won't be, it'll be, you know, I don't want an asymmetrical necklace, so we're not going to do that. So there was one that was left over. All right, so let's get started. So we're going to take this, we're going to set this to the side. All right, and so we're going to start with the wiring. Let's take some wiring. I'm going to get a little good length that you can work with. And I love this wiring. I've got this one from Hobby Lobby. It's lasted me a while. I've had this wiring a while, and it hasn't tarnished. And I love that fact about it. When you work with it, it doesn't chip. You know, some wiring, it chips when you work with it, and I do not like that. It's just, what's the point of even selling that? What's the point of selling that to someone? So I'm glad that this wiring doesn't do it. And then there's some wiring, hands a lotion on it. Some wiring that when you work with it, like when you're working with it, it tarnishes as you're working with it. I've seen that with some silver wiring. So I love that this wiring does not do that. It does its job the way it's supposed to do. Now, before I use this one, I'm going to use a little piece I got over here. Okay. So what am I looking for? There we go. Now, I'm not going to use this little one today because I was using it earlier and it's got my little palms hurting, and I forgot to bring my gloves. I have gloves that I actually use to lift weights, but the padding on the palm works perfect for when you're using this and trying to protect the paddings of your hand from hurting. So I'm going to use this one. I've brought it and I've never used it, and it's already rusty, which sucks. I never used it till today, but oh well. All right, so I'm putting a little loop in here. And so far it's doing its job, so I can't complain. Now, I'm going to bend this back just a little bit, okay? Because I want my loop to look like an actual eye pin so that it looks right, okay? It looks right like an actual eye pin. All right. Well, I think my camera's a little dirty. Hopefully that helps. All right. So now I'm going to start with my first piece. Let's go ahead and put that bead cap there. We're going to use the peach quartz beads. Put in there, one in here. All right, there we go. And I really love these peach. I know it says peach sherbet, but the whole box just reminds me of just flowers. All right, now I've got to get that looper tool they got. You know the tool that they got out? I think it's like, whoa. I think it's like 40 bucks, but it does the looping for you. So I'm gonna have to get me one of those. I think that's gonna be a Christmas present. Either to myself. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right. It may sound like a nerd, but I told my kids and I wanted books for Christmas, and I told my husband that I wanted more crafting supplies and more beads. So yeah, a little nerdy, but I don't care. Okay, so I'm just making sure that it's not too much gap because I don't want my beads moving too much, okay? But I want to make sure that it's nice and secure. I want to make sure the loop is nice and, you know, pretty and big. I don't need a small loop. I want them all to look the same size, all right? So there's our first one done. I'm going to set this back to the side. All right, and what I'm going to do with this part is I'm going to clip this in, get the little nick out, all right? Straighten it out just a little bit more. All right, straighten it out just a little bit more. There we go. And I'm going to loop one end. Okay. Go ahead and loop one in. All right. Put my pliers back in there, or my looper, and just give it a turn right back to the side so that it has that nice, pretty little eye pin look. See that? That's what you want, okay? Now let's add my second piece. So we're gonna go ahead with a bicone, a peach bicone. I think this is, what color is this? Because it's not just peach, because it has a shine to it. Peach shimmer. Well, okay, well that answers that. And then we're gonna add some of the chip beads. Now with the strawberry quartz chip beads, what I did was separate the small ones for the big ones. I wanted the small ones on my necklace and the big ones to be for my wrist. So I separated them so that I can have the smallest ones possible to work with when it came to the necklace part. So adding all, well, 3 pieces. So it's gonna be 3 chip pieces on here. And then I'm gonna put another bicone at the end. So 2 bicones, okay? And 3 chip pieces. All right, and I put the bicones because I just wanted the necklace to have a little tiny shimmer to it. And I felt like the bicones did just that. Like, where's my cutter? I didn't, like, they have, okay, so I was really torn between the fact of using the other beads that came in the bag, because I really love these beads, and I hope that Bargain Bead Box comes out with an 8mm size beads, or at least 6mm size beads for the Hessonite garnet faceted beads. I was gonna put this in here, but I felt like that it will give a more darker tone to the necklace, and I wanted the necklace to have a powdery, yes, powdery look to it, feel to it, like, you know how you have that powdery sky blue, lilac color. To me, that's a powdery purple, but meaning in that type of way. So I really want to use these beads because I just love, I just love the look of them. The brown in it, it's just beautiful. So I really want to use these, but I was going to put them in here, and I felt like it would just take away from that shine that I was trying to get from the powder look from the necklace. So we're going to use that as something else, because we're going to use it because I want to use it because it's beautiful. We will figure out something for that one. I think I might have made this too long, so let me just chip a little bit here. All right. I know I got off subject a minute there, but I just love those beads. All right. And then I end up making a friend of mine's a red garnet bracelet. It was red and gold, and I'm not going to lie, you, garnet has a very beautiful, when it's faceted cut, it has a very beautiful look to it, even when it's not. I just like the faceted look, but the garnet itself has a very beautiful gemstone. The gemstone's beautiful to me. Whether it's red, whether it's brown, it just has this just a very powerful look to it. You know, if you ever saw the red one, you'll know what I mean. All right, so that part's done. So far we've got that, because this is the order we're gonna have it in. We've got our little peach bead, we've got our little chip beads. Now we're gonna add another peach bead to that, okay? So what did I just do with the little thing? See, that'd be my problem. I get to talking and then I lose what I'm working with, or I get to doing something and get distracted. Okay, now I'm just gonna have to cut me a whole nother piece right here, because I don't know what I did with the other one. All right, I guess I better stop getting distracted, huh? It's gonna make this time longer than it needs to be if I do. All right, I'll end up finding that while I'm talking later too, but damn it, I'm always losing something. What the, and then how did I lose it that fast, y'all? That was really fast. Did I drop it? I did. No, I'm not crazy. I dropped it. I know I just did not lose my mind that fast. I know I'd be forgetful, but dang. All right, here we go. Back in action. All right, so let's get a loop here. Get that eye pin look, okay? And when you don't straighten it like I was telling you, it looks like this. You see how it's just flat on one side? That's not what you want. So then you put your looper back in and just twist it to the side one time, see? It gives a much better professional look. All right, now let's go ahead and bead cap. Bead. This is a beautiful gemstone. I'm just not gonna get over this. That's why I had to stop what I was doing with the other boxes and start on this one. I told you I get distracted too easily when it comes to creating. All right, so let's go ahead and give that a cut in the right, about right there should do. And you sit over here so I don't lose my mind again. Right over there. All right, I think I still did that a little bit too big, so I'll chop off about, I try not seeing, that's why I want the looper. Saves time. Gets it done the first time. So I can do a commercial for them. Gets it right the first time. All right, now let's straighten this one out, just like we do the eye pin when we first make it, because we want both sides to look nice and even and pretty, not sloppy like. Okay, so we got that there. All right, so there's the pattern so far. And then this one, yeah, we don't have to do because it's already done for us. Okay, yeah. Now, let's see. Let's get through another one here. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's another one on there. And let's loop it. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. All right. I hope you guys had a great Halloween yesterday. Look, I'm finna get off track again. I hope I don't be losing nothing. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys had a great Halloween yesterday. You know, it was a little chilly outside. It was cold. I do Halloween with my kids every year if I can. If I don't, my husband does it. But usually I get to do it every year. And this year was fun. You know, I got older babies. Two of them didn't get to go because, you know, they working. One of my babies is a manager. So, you know, they got to get the job done. Responsibilities first. And I took my 2 babies. We went trick-or-treating. Was not a lot of people out because of course it's a weekday. And where we live at is actually a very small town. So it's not that many people, but the section where we were at was not as lively as we would like it to be. Other parts of the town was. But we went around. We saw some very, very cool decorations. They came back with a whole entire bag full of candy, so they were excited. And I got some candy too. I got myself a goodie bag from all my kids' bags. And then with all the bags, we still made the 2 older ones goodie bags that weren't able to make it. Only problem is I ate my goodie bag up today while I was at work and it's all gone. So now I need more. I ate it because I was like out of sight, out of mind, right? Can't eat all day long, but not a good idea. I should have savored it. All right. Oh, this one's giving me a hard time. Let me cut just a little bit off of it. But we had fun. We took pictures. I let them pick out, you know, only for yesterday night, because on Halloween night you can pick out a little bit, but after that you only get 1 piece of candy a day. We ain't getting no cavities around here. All right, finally fixed this one. It's not as fixed as I want it to be. I don't know why I struggled so hard with this one. Okay, all right, there we go. And as you can see, pattern, this is how the pattern is going to go. This is not going to change, okay? That's how the pattern is going to be. Now I do have a little, since I did put this is going to be for the pendant, I do kind of want to incorporate it with the rest of the necklace. I'm just not sure yet, and we'll figure that out when we come back. So, all right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to complete, and we're going to go off camera. So basically you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the peach beads, 1, 2, 3 of the chip beads, and you're going to have 2 of the shell beads, okay? So it's going to be peach, chip, peach, shell, peach, chip, peach, shell. And with the shells, you make sure you put the bicones in the middle, okay? And then we're not going to use jump rings to put these together. We're not going to do that, okay? Once you have gotten done putting all your beads on your wiring, go back and go ahead and stick them together, okay? Not stick them together, connect them together. All right, so we're just going to open up 1 loop and start putting our pattern together. Then close the loop. I don't want to do the jump ring. I think it'll take away from the whole soft look of of what I'm trying to give to the necklace. So we're not going to do that jump ring. Okay, the jump rings will connect the pendant and everything else, but not the necklace itself. So open up a little piece of your bead looper. There you go. Put it in, and we're gonna do the whole thing like that until we're done. And we're not gonna I'm not gonna put the pendant on yet because I want to put the finished product together to the necklace to see if I want to do any alterations to it, because I kind of feel like I want to add something else into it. Like it needs something else. I'm just not quite sure what yet. All right, but we're gonna take a break, or not a break. We're gonna go off camera and we're gonna continue with our pattern. And once you're done putting all your beads on wiring, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna connect your necklace and bring your 2 pieces together, just your 2 sides. We're not connecting that part, we're just connecting all the pieces together, okay? That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna pause right here. We're gonna take care of that. This is what one side looks like, okay? And it flows so pretty without the spacer beads. See, it doesn't kink up. So that's what I said. We're not gonna use the jump rings, not spacer beads. We're not gonna use the jump rings to connect them here. The way we're connecting them is just perfect for this necklace. So let's take a pause. Let's go ahead. Let's finish this side. Let's come back. Let's put it together, and let's see the way it turns out. And I still got to think how I want the pattern of the bracelet to be, because I'm still working on that. So I'm probably going to work on that off camera a little bit too, so I can have that pattern ready to go for you when we come back, because that one I was just going off ahead of this today. So let's go ahead and let's come back, okay? Because we're already, what, 20 minutes into this video? Let's take a break and let's come back. All right, guys, we're back. So far we have got both sides stringed up together. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the pendant to the chain. Okay. Now I got these pieces sitting over here because I feel like it's just plain to add this one and not have something else to, you know, incorporate into it like that. Having it by itself is a little bit weird to me. But we'll see, okay? We're gonna see how we're gonna fit this together. So let's sit this one over here. And let's go ahead and get our pendant together. All right, and this is the beautiful strawberry quartz pendant. I just love this pendant, y'all. It's just so beautiful. And I'm a little fat back, so it kind of feels like this would be a delicious jelly bean. All right. Let's go ahead, and I think for this one I am going to add a jump ring to make them connect together. Now I was going to use it, let me see, maybe that's too much. I think it is too much. I think it's too much, but I'm like, ooh, the jump rings match so perfectly with the circular part there, but I think it's too much. I think the jump rings are a little bit too big for that for me. Yeah, they are, it is, but you see how the jump rings are? See how they're like roped like this one? So I thought it just, you know, everything incorporates perfectly together, but it's just the jump rings are too big and I'd rather have them smaller. All right, but it would have been pretty. Okay, all right, okay, this is what I'm looking for. So let's start going ahead and attaching the pendants together. Be the pendant, this one right here. There we go, close it off. Okay, and then it needs to connect to this. I think we'll do a part 2 for the bracelet and the earrings. I think we'll do a part 2 to that because I want it to be perfect. And the idea I have goes, but I feel like I have to switch up the bracelet idea I got a little bit. So I'm gonna have to come back with that one. We're gonna do a part 2 for that. All right, so we added this one. And maybe this one would be nice for the other jump ring since this one's a little bit too small, but let's just see how it works. Okay, that's fine. So there's the pendant. Now we're gonna attach both sides to that part right there. And I did leave these items sitting out for a couple days, all my little findings, my gold pieces, because I like to see how long it might take a product to tarnish, if it will tarnish. And I haven't seen any tarnishing in these items, so I'm very happy about that. They have gotten a lot better with their quality. And I could never complain about their gemstones. That I can never bitch about. Okay. And they also have some beautiful findings as well, like when it comes to their leaf charms or their charms and stuff, their pendants. All right, so let's get, oh, it's not open enough, struggling. Okay, let's try that one. All right, there we go. I'm gonna add that one there. Okay. Hi, my pups. You gotta wait to go outside, my buddy. All right, so we've got that side. So this is what the necklace looks like so far. I hope you can see it as bright as I do because it makes everything so much better. Okay. So I still think that this needs to be incorporated somehow into this necklace. I still think this. I don't know if not down here, somewhere here. All right, let's go ahead and incorporate that into the necklace now. Am I running out of jump rings? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Oops. All right, let's open you. And we'll just put him in place, okay? Fits perfectly. And then just close it back up. All right, perfect. And there we go. And then we'll have, well, we will use a jump ring for this one because it is too small. So this is a jump ring for this one. Because the eye pin for these are too small. So definitely use a jump ring. Now for the other beads, you made the wire working yourself, so it should be able to fit. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think that's way, way better. All right, so now I'm going to attach this other side as well. I'm hoping that the spacing comes out just right as well. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to be pretty upset. All right, so connecting this part here. And then we'll connect the other part. And then this will complete this part of the necklace. All right, and grab a little jump ring for this side too. And then we'll connect the other parts. Okay, perfect. So this is what it's looking like now. And I think that's better. See how it just brings it back together. So I think that's perfect. And even with that, let me put it against my neck real quick. Good. All right, I won't need much of a chain to go with it because I did want some chain to go with it because, like I said, we run out of these and they're not as big as the extra ones they give you in the bag. Okay, you don't get so many that you can, because if we had one more, we can make one more round of this and make it work, but we don't. Okay, so you only get the little ones, and let me see if I can show you the comparison real quick for the size. All right, so that's the one I send you already made, and this is the one you'll end up making on your own. So you see? But as long as you got the findings, you can make your own, and it'll work out just fine. But I don't know what we're gonna save this one for. So, because it's a loner, so we'll leave it up by itself. All right, so with that being said, I do want to put just a little chain because we want this to sit on the neck. Let me see. And my neck is small, okay? So y'all might have a bigger neck than me. I know my sister-in-law does. She'll be like, you got to add more to that. All right, so the chain I add to this is only going to be about 1.5 inches worth of chain that I'm going to add to this, okay? And for me, technically, I really don't need to, but we're going to go ahead and do that. And to add that chain, I'm going to look into the Tropical Heat box because I thought that their chain would work perfect for this one. What did I do with it? So going into the Tropical Heat box. I know I saw it in here, guys. Oh, here we go. So there's the chain from the Tropical Heat box. And I'm going to use that one because I feel like that it'll have enough thickness to hold all of the gemstones together. Because you don't want your necklace breaking while you're out. All right. So let's see here. Like I said, I only want it like 1 inch worth. We don't need too much, just like 1 inch worth. So let me bring this down. Don't know if you, okay, there we go. Maybe you can see there. All right, so about 1 inch worth is gonna be like this. All right, and I'm not gonna measure. You know, y'all know I'll count links, so we're gonna count links. That's how we do it. So there's 1 inch worth. And that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to go with 10 links. That'll be fine. Okay. Oh, got some extra stuff. So 10 links will do it. And let's get another 10 links from the other side. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right there is where we're going to cut it at the 11 link mark. All right, so then that'll leave us with 10 links. And to me, that's going to be perfect size. Okay. All right. Now, with my links, I'm not going to use a jump ring either, okay? Because as less jump rings I can use as possible, and here's what I'm trying to do, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and open this little circle piece and this eye piece on each side, and I'm going to add the jump rings. Now, I'm also going to tell you from the other box I showed you earlier, remember I said if you look at the pendant, you'll know what I'm talking about, which box it came from. So yes, from that box as well, I'm going to use the link. So where's that pendant? Sorry guys, I don't always keep I got each paper for the box. I just don't always, when I get to work, I don't always keep one. So from this box, I'm going to take the toggle pieces out of there. Because remember I said this gave me a whole flower petal feel. I'm going to take the toggle pieces from that box, and that's what I'm going to use for this one because it works perfectly. Look at that flower, and the circle of the toggle looks like a whole branch itself. And over here, this looks like a branch flower. Okay, so that's gonna go perfect for the idea that I have for this. All right, so let's go ahead and add our pieces. This is supposed to have been a quick video, but it's a little longer than I thought, but it's okay, guys, okay? Because we're creating something beautiful here, and it takes time and patience. All right, so let's close that part back up. Let my eyeball see correctly. All right, and get this side on. And like I said, we're gonna come back and do a part 2 for the bracelet and the earrings. Because I have the design in my head, but it's just not final. It's just not final, and I need it to be final. I have 2 different bracelet designs in my head is the problem. So I need to combine them to see how I'm going to really make it work. All right, so now those pieces are attached, okay? Got a chain on both sides. Looking good so far, looking good. All right, now let's go ahead and attach our toggle pieces. Now, when it comes to the toggle pieces, I am going to use these jump rings because I don't mind them being seen. But when it came to the necklace itself, this part, I didn't want them to be seen. I don't want the jump rings to take away from anything, especially now that I see that these are here. We don't need that extra. We don't. But to close up the necklace, we'll go ahead and we'll add that at the ending, and I think that will be perfect. I think it'll bring it together perfect. All right. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll get that on. And these jump rings do not tarnish, so that's what I like about them as well. They do not tarnish. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this jump ring here. Where is it at? There we go. Okay. My husband just made it home from Chicago. He's trying to be super quiet as he go in and out the door. It's funny, because I'm like, our screen door is not quiet. All right. Here we go. Now I'm going to add, see how that little spiral would give it at the end, that pretty look? Let's do that. Let's do that. And like I said, I am moving through multiple boxes. Yes, I is. But it's just when the idea comes, I gotta get it. I gotta use it. Some of these boxes have been sitting here for a while because I said I don't have that idea yet. I'm not just gonna use you to use you. Just say I did the box. No. Because then I feel like I don't get the best. I don't do my best when I do that. All right. I'm trying to close this up as good as possible. That's the only thing with these jump rings. They're so good and sturdy that sometimes they're hard to close up. All right, so this. All right, there we go with that one. All right, let's go with this part. I am loving this, y'all. I'm loving it. And then the fact that I feel like it was missing something, I feel like it's better now. It's these little rings that it was missing. All right, so let's add this piece in there. And this one's on the side of this toggle, see? So we gotta make sure we get that good. And I'm not sure, but on my other boxes, I've got some things, some charms that relate to flowers and petals. I might add that to this. Even this box, the Peach Sorbet came with the green leaves. But since I don't really have green in here, I don't think I want to add it. I should, though. I should. Just at the back of the necklace is what I'm talking about. Just so my toggle piece itself on the back of the neck has a charm. So I technically could. There we go. Got it nice and close. Technically, I could. Just a little leaf pendant here, but I think that'd be too much. It'll take away from the soft look I was going for. Soft lick. Nah, I ain't hit nobody. Anyways, okay. Here is the necklace. Let me put it around my neck real quick. Yes, perfect. Okay. It's a little bit too long for my neck, but I know it's perfect for a regular neck. All right. Here we go. All right, so here we go with the necklace, y'all. All right, we've got a pretty pendant here. And the way it's gonna connect. Okay. Then the add-on to make sure that it all really does tie together. And see, we didn't need any jump rings. Okay, not even on this part, no jump rings, so that it all just flow together. And then we got the finishing toggle that adds on to the whole feel of what I was going towards the necklace. Okay, and even at that, the toggle piece will relate back into the earrings when I finally figure out how I want to do the earrings. So that's why I said we're gonna have a part 2, guys, because I need to figure out exactly how I want the earrings and the necklace to go. But the earrings will come back into this too, and the thing will tie all into each other, incorporate all back into each other. All right, I feel like I've been talking so long, guys. Like I did too much talking, but it's okay. You know what? It's Friday. It's all right. It's Friday. All right, here we go. Stay tuned for part 2. It's gonna come out tonight as well. I just needed to, I need to figure out how I really want it, but here we go for the necklace. I hope you really enjoyed this design, okay? I thought it was so soft and so simple, just a little elegant touch to it, okay? Just a little elegance to it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you create this yourself too if you still got some of the pieces left. If you don't, go check out the sister store. I'm going to put a link in the description box below so that if you want to go to the sister store and purchase any items, you'll be able to. Like I said before, the prices are great. You'll love it. If you want to go ahead and you want to become part of the bargain bead box monthly mystery box, go right ahead. You'll get your mystery box like I do too. You know, I get all my little mystery boxes. I love them. I got a lot. Like I said, a lot that I'm working through. And I like to mix them together and incorporate them together. I think that's the best way to use your mystery boxes. But I hope you guys really did love the design today when it came to the necklace. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a part 2 for the bracelet and the earrings. It was fairly simple. Very simple. I mean, it wasn't a headache to do, right? I think I just talked a little bit too much today, but it's okay. It is Friday. I hope everyone has a great and a wonderful weekend. Guys, it's November and we are definitely getting to election time. So I hope everybody does go out and vote. Make your vote count. I don't care who you vote for. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Just get out, vote, and make your vote count, okay? And just remember, at the end of the day, we're all American citizens, and just respect each other in the process, okay? Because we're all fighting for the same thing at the end of the day. All right, guys, and for all my new subscribers, thank you for tuning into my channel. Thank you for subscribing to my videos, and don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe below for more videos to come. Stay tuned for part 2 so that we can get the bracelet and the necklace to go with this.